Hey guys, my name's Mary Lily.
I'm Marshall.
And I'm Caitlin.
And we're the hosts of Unveiled Opinions.
Three newlywed girlies with a podcast on any and everything wedding related. Hey girls, happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
Welcome back, me.
Yes, welcome back, Millie. We missed you.
Aw, do you guys plan that? Seems like a little bit of a lie, but their stories are the same.
It's true.
It's true.
We missed you. We're
missed you
all
guys.
three back in the studio. It's been
We're all three married.
we're all three married.
Who would have thunk it?
We were praying.
Yeah. You made it. Made it down that aisle.
Yeah, thank you.
And back up it.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't light anyone on fire. It was great.
That's perfect.
No, perfect. And my honeymoon, chef's kiss.
The pictures look so amazing.
No, I'll never get over it. I'll never stop posting it. Sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
It's your page. Do what you want.
We need to do a honeymoon episode.
Yeah, I know we do.
Well, it's still fresh.
And then I'll tell you guys everything.
Yeah, it's just going to be Mary Lily's honeymoon.
it is.
It's no tips. Just
Tricks.
And all the outfits she wore.
all the outfits. In the meantime, just head to her TikTok and stay tuned. And we'll just keep the Unveiled Opinions.
Yeah, we'll keep
General.
the podcast more,
General, yeah.
high level.
High level. But if you are interested in a deep dive of Mary Lily's life,
DM me.
DM her. She will happily,
Talk your ear off.
Divulge.
she'll go into the depths of Cuba.
Deep depths.
It's Cuba.
Russia.
Russia. You guys have got to make me stop doing this. I talk in weird voices when we're not on the air, you guys. I can't do it on here all the time.
You could.
All the time, yeah. Well, yeah, it's summer. We're all back.
Yeah, we just finished July 4th. I'm so excited. Monday after a holiday weekend.
We love it.
Yeah. Marshall starts esthetician school this week.
Tomorrow. I'm so excited.
So we're partying on a school night.
We are.
Yeah, we're having
First day of our class. That's
we had
probably
a
not
surprise. Surprise for Marshall.
It was
wine.
Yeah, it was meat, cheese, and wine.
There's some
Surprise.
brownie.
You want to hear some ASMR?
It kind of sounds like you're tinkling.
Caitlin didn't know what ASMR was, everyone.
I know. My life is so great.
Honestly, I sometimes wish I didn't know anything.
Ignorance is bliss, they say.
Yeah,
And
I think it is.
I live that.
Same sometimes.
So, but you've
certain
made me
stuff.
watch those videos before.
Yeah. You guys, the worst is when I'm babysitting my niece and nephew, which I am this weekend. So I thought about it. And they make me watch the YouTube videos of the slime. And it's like, they like do something, then they stick it in the slime. And I'm like, this is so creepy. That it's
That's
just someone
weird.
in another
Who's
country.
hosting?
We don't know. We can't see their faces. But no, Goldie is glued to the television. And they're just like putting things into slime and like...
Ew. This has taken a
Kind
turn.
of sounds icky.
Yeah. All right. We're going to just
Enough of that.
transition.
ASMR of laughing.
All right. Well, so excited, I guess. My excitement, I think, was a little higher before that, but we're back. We're back.
Yeah, Unveiled Opinions, back and better than ever.
Back and better than ever.
Summer break's over.
Summer break's over. We've had a big planning meeting and have so much exciting things. So many.
Yeah.
The month is
Big
planned
things
out.
coming, you guys. Lots of meetings, special projects. I don't want to just want to hint at anything right now, but like, subscribe,
Watch out.
to keep
Download.
Yeah, just so you can follow along for this journey. If you want to know what the surprise is,
Not the surprise.
Not the surprise.
if you know some of our special projects.
Oh my goodness.
We'll send you a calendar invite.
Oh, God.
Really, please don't.
Yeah, not another Caitlin.
We're organized here.
All right.
What are we talking about today, Kate?
Well, we are talking about your latest piece of jewelry, actually, in some capacity. We're talking about wedding band shopping tips, the wedding rings.
Yeah. And just like general stuff.
General stuff, but wedding
Just
rings.
tips. Yeah, like wedding bands.
Yeah. Well, so many times I say wedding bands, people think
Music.
the live music band. And I'm like, no, like the thing that's like forever.
Oh, LOL. I would probably do that.
Yeah. Like if you
at first I
Google
thought
wedding bands, a lot of time live music just pops up.
Yeah.
That's crazy to me.
It is.
So what do you call it? A wedding ring?
It's a wedding ring, I guess.
And then your engagement ring is the rock.
The Rock. Exactly.
Yeah. So we have heard from a lot of our late fall and winter brides that they've been really working on selecting their wedding rings, and our 2025 brides that they're starting to think about that process. So we figured today we would tackle that subject and start the wedding ring shopping process and share some tips to consider.
Yeah. So wedding bands. I can't believe people think it's music.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, I thought it for like half a second when you said wedding bands earlier. I was like, is that what we're talking about
yeah,
today?
you're like, I thought I've got my notes somewhere else.
And then I clued
But no,
myself in.
wedding rings.
Thank you. Marshall, please be present. I know we had a surprise.
You are one too tall.
Okay, so it is a big decision, and it's interesting because if you maybe were involved in your engagement ring process and like having some influence over that. However,
Bullying.
yeah, bullying, but sometimes the
Whatever form that took.
the engagement ring sometimes is a complete surprise to people. And so the wedding
Surprise. The theme of the episode.
surprise. But the wedding ring is really typically something that you have a little bit more influence and say over as the bride, and also the groom has like
Right. Like you guys are, you know you're married already. So there's no like surprise. You can be like, this is what I want.
Exactly.
And unless your fiance's rogue and is like, no, I'm still getting you whatever I want.
Bless.
Yeah. Which sometimes
they do that.
Sometimes, people will
And
buy.
that's just, different strokes for different folks.
Yeah. Sometimes people will buy the engagement ring and it comes with a wedding ring as well.
Oh. But it matches in that stuff.
Is it like in a collection or something?
Yeah. Yeah. I know one of my friends, that's what they did. And she liked it, but didn't love it.
Right.
And so she did end up picking out something else. But then sometimes it's like the perfect.
Did she keep the
match.
other one?
Yeah. She wears all three of them, I guess.
Oh, nice.
So I don't like mine either.
You picked yours. You were involved. Okay. So yeah, I mean, starting out again, like when I had looked at engagement rings, I never even really thought about, I'm going to have another ring to go with this.
Me neither.
And so
When you put an engagement ring on your finger, you're immediately like, something looks wrong. Like I need a band. I don't
Really?
know. I felt like that for so long. And maybe it's just because all my friends were married and I just felt like everyone could tell I was only engaged. I feel like probably no one could. And
that's so funny.
now that I like have my wedding, I have two bands because my mom gave me one of her original wedding bands. So like now that I have kind of them stacked, it's like easier to wear my engagement ring.
Yeah.
Like it fits better. I don't know. Like, so like now that I've had the bands, I'm like wearing my ring like all the time.
Except for right now.
Yeah.
Guys.
I literally looked over and I was like, let me see.
I know. I completely forgot, but shut up.
Anyway,
It's new.
I had a lot of work today and my backup is out of the office.
Marshall, what about you? Like, was that something, I mean, I know it was a family ring, but like when you put it on for the first time, were you like, I wonder what bands will look good with this?
No, never in a million years.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that when I was like looking for
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
then once I put it on, I was like, oh,
But even
Lord,
once
what
I
am
put it
gonna
on,
get?
I was never like, like bands. Like, I don't know. I just
I know,
never
Marshall,
thought
you
about
have a
it.
giant rock.
It is not giant. You've got to stop saying that.
Well, I feel like I put bands, when I tried bands on, I was like, I don't like how it
Yeah.
looks. Like it takes away, like I was so obsessed with my ring that I was like,
Wow.
I
I
don't
was
like this.
obsessed with mine too.
Yeah. No, I know.
But yeah,
It's just, I didn't realize how hard it was going to be to pair a wedding
Agreed.
band
That's how I
with an
felt.
engagement ring.
Yeah, I agree. And like, I think the first time I did put on a band with it, I was like, it doesn't, I thought about the gap and like, I was like,
Yeah.
my wedding ring is such an awkward like shape. I was like, there is not going to be a type of curved band that goes with it. Like, that's just like not an option for me. And I was like, didn't think about that once when I was looking for my engagement ring.
Well, I thought mine was going to be easy because it's just a round solitaire. But I guess since it sits up higher and it's like a skinny band, when I was trying stuff on, stuff looked so weird and it felt so uncomfortable.
That was how I felt too.
I was like, I don't even know if I'm going to find one. Like,
Marshall's like, I don't know if we can go through with this.
I was like, I don't know what we're going to do, guys.
Yeah. Unsure. Yeah, it is something I just think that like when you start the process, it's like you don't think about.
You're so excited about getting your engagement ring and getting married and like being like, I'm engaged and planning a wedding. Then you're like, oh my God, I have to think of pairing another piece of jewelry together for the rest of my life.
Gosh.
Yeah. It's like, God, another day, another dollar.
One of the customers where I used to work, she did tell me one time, she was like, it was like right after I got engaged. And she was like, enjoy it because like once you get a band, you're not going to get any like attention. You're no longer like an engaged like bride to be. Like you're just a regular old
just a
married woman.
girl.
Yeah. And I was like, oh my gosh. And it's kind of true though. Like once you get that band, I feel like people aren't like, oh, when's your wedding? Obviously, because it's already happened. But like,
I don't know. I really like it because when I'm in the grocery store and I look really bad, I feel like, don't worry. Like,
you're like, someone
I'm married. Somebody committed to me.
Committed. I'm not
I don't
like
look like this
out
all the
here.
time.
Yeah, like I can look like
and
this
I'm also
now.
like, don't look at me. I'm married.
I've earned this.
Like I can be at the grocery
You know
store
what?
right now. Like
my husband still loves me no matter how I look.
I'm getting groceries for this man. I'm an angel.
There at like Friday at like 8 o'clock and there's all these like couples. And of course I'm like, I'm just going to go to the grocery store now, Matthew. There's not going to be a crowd. It's like all couples. I'm walking around on a Friday night. I look like a total loser. I'm
Oh
like,
my God. You're like, but
I
I'm
think
married.
that too, though, because I'm like, oh my gosh, people are going to think I'm like so disgusting. Because I mean, I go to the grocery store looking
you're like,
real
some
bad.
man lives with me. I promise I can't be that gross.
Yeah, I'm not that disgusting. It could be a lot worse. So nobody like knew what kind of band that you wanted.
I didn't.
No.
Oh, yeah, not at all. Not at all. Marshall, what was the process of going and like picking it out like for you?
Well, I kept telling Gil that we needed to go pick out bands and it just didn't happen. So I was with my mom one day shopping and we were like, let's just go in there and try some on. And we were in there a while and that's when I realized that like, oh my gosh, this is so annoying. Like nothing is looking right. But finally the sales girl like pulled one out. She's like, I think this one will like, is kind of like what you're looking for. Yeah. And it ended up being perfect. And then I texted Gil and I was like, I'm buying my wedding band. You can Venmo me.
I love it. And you're like, it's a 20% upcharge because I had to do it on my own.
Yeah. And he was like, sounds great. And then I found his in there as well. And I was like, you need to come tomorrow to try it on to make sure this is what you want. And
I love that.
What did he get?
He just got plain gold, and it's like, I think it's like comfort or something. It's a little bit rounded. Oh. So he actually did choose the thicker one. I thought he would get one. He's like, I want it simple, blah, blah. But yeah, he chose the one just a little bit thicker. But
Matthew got two. Matthew at first was like, I want to have like turquoise inlay. I'm like, Matthew, do you even know how rings are made? Like, who's doing this?
Where did he come up with that idea?
No, I have no idea, you guys. It was like crazy designs that he was thinking of. I'm like,
he's been watching too many TikToks.
Then his grandmother gave, Then his grandmother gave us his grandfather's ring and like his namesake. So then I was like, oh, great. Like, perfect. I'll just use this one. And then Matthew's like, well, I'm not going to wear that one every day.
Does he have like a Monday, Wednesday, Friday?
Yeah. So I had to get him
routine.
like the plainest gold band of him. Actually, it was just one of my dad's. My dad was like, I have like 8 wedding bands. I'll give you one.
Yeah, just grab one.
Mary Lily's like, this is the deal of a lifetime.
I was like, thank God.
You're like, I was out of money anyways.
No, but I did. His grandmother had his grandfather's like resized to be her size and so she could wear it. Aww. And to make it back to Matthew's size, it was pretty expensive. The amount of gold I had to add. I was like, I don't know if there's much gold left in this ring.
Yeah, you're like, all right, well.
But it was good. What about you, Kate?
I literally, I tried on so many bands. Kyle and I went together and we were both looking at wedding bands. And I just didn't like how anything looked. And it's funny because in hindsight, I looked at a picture the other day of some of the original
You're
bands.
like, that's beautiful.
Yeah, I was like, what the heck? That's huge. That looks amazing.
Should have gone with that.
Yeah. I'm like, what? Why was I like, that's like too showy. And so I ended up having like a custom band made of, it was one of the bands I tried on, but they made it with emeralds, which I love.
And it was cool. Explain it to how they showed you it.
Oh,
it was literally, but
they took a
show
Sharpie
one,
to it.
not her real one.
Yeah, not my real one. I'm like, and my ring is Sharpie, so if you wash my hands,
It's gone.
it's gone. It's diamond
Actually,
again.
Expo.
Yeah. No, when we were looking at rings, they again, I was like, I don't know. I knew that I kind of wanted another stone in there. And so she brought out a blue Sharpie and a green Sharpie. And she was like, would you want sapphires or would you want emeralds? And I was like, oh, wow, I can't believe we're putting Sharpies here. And then she just put them back in the ring cleaner and they were like good as new. But that was pretty insane to me.
Yeah.
Don't do that trick at home.
Please.
Yeah. Do not call us.
Yeah, we're not liable.
See it.
Yeah. Because otherwise they would, I'm such a visual person.
same.
Yeah.
Right.
And then Kyle he picked his out that day too. It was kind of funny. The original one he was looking at was not more expensive than mine, but like pretty close. And I was like, get that one.
What did he want? Like it in platinum?
I don't know what he wanted. I can't even remember, but I was like, yeah, do it. Cause I was like, I'll go bigger.
Oh my God, that's hilarious. Mine, I just picked it out. Well, my ring was like very different. And so Matthew's sister-in-law is a jeweler and he was obviously going to use her to buy my wedding ring, not band.
I know.
And so I basically like looked at like some styles she already had and kind of picked one that like matched my ring. And then when we were in Nashville visiting them, got to try it on and stuff. So yeah, he had it made through her. So I like picked mine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's another question too that a lot of people have asked is like who actually buys the rings? I know tradition is typically like each person buys the other person's band
Or they're given to them.
or they're given to them.
Lucky people.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, very lucky.
I didn't look out.
and then kind of more modern tradition is like people buying their own bands or splitting the cost evenly. What did y'all do?
I bought his and he bought mine.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Mary Lily?
I got both of mine through family
Locally
members.
sourced.
Yeah, I did pay to have them both sized, though.
There you go.
There you go. Yeah. That's expensive.
Yeah, it was actually.
Yeah, it's not free.
Yeah. And then something that I thought was interesting of like the cost of 2024. So the average men's cost of a wedding ring is $550. And then for women, it's $1,100.
I feel like that's kind of high for men, no?
I had to look up Gil's to see, and his was $550 or around like.
Yeah, right
I
around
mean, it was
there.
a couple years ago, so it was probably maybe a little lower. But
Gosh, thank God I got mine.
oh no,
Yeah. Obviously, Gil was like, you were like, here's what you're getting. Did he have opinions on the process or like what he wanted?
He don't want turquoise inlay.
no, he.
What does that even mean? He wanted a ring.
I know, that's what I'm thinking.
He's going to have to draw it for us.
I know. Be like, you have a picture you can
No,
send.
he
Yeah.
would have. That's the thing. He like was like all in on this idea. I was like,
Oh my god, I love it.
we're not figuring this out.
Yeah, you're like, no, the budget is not there.
It's nil.
Gil just wanted yellow gold, and he wanted it to not be gaudy, like in any way, and he wanted it to be comfortable to wear. Like he had like very little that he cared about.
It's because he already wears that pinky ring.
He does not have a pinky ring. He has his college ring, but then he also he didn't care about mine at all. Like
Really?
no, like he was like, I texted him, I was like, I'm with my mom, we're shopping around, and he was like, okay, and he gave me a number, and he was like, please keep it under this, and I was like, I'll see what I can do.
That's what Matthew did when I got my engagement ring.
Yeah.
And for my 30th birthday, I was like, what's my budget? And then he like gives me one and he's like, plus or minus 100. I'm like, okay, so plus 200.
Right.
Yeah. That's
Plus,
funny.
not minus. Yeah. And yeah, I was able to stick within that budget. And
Good for you.
I know, snaps.
We're proud.
Because she did pull out one at one point, and my mom goes, I don't think he's going to do that, Marshall. And I was like, but then I tried it on, and it wasn't comfortable. It looked pretty, but it wasn't comfortable.
Right. When I was trying on engagement rings, like some of the larger ones, because I was like, give me the biggest ones to try on. I was like, this feels like I'm like a mother of like 3 and like have done something else.
Yeah.
That's what, when we I was looking like online at the jeweler that we went to, and I saw one ring and I was like, damn, that looks good. Yeah. And it was my ring, but like in stock.
Yeah.
And it was, it was the, you know what I mean? It was the emerald. It was the same concept of emeralds, diamonds.
Oh.
But it was like, I think double the price of what this one was. And I sent it to Kyle and I was like, this is it, babe.
Or you're like, you sent it to him after you're like, you lucked out.
Well, so I sent it to him before and he was like, that seems like a little high. And so then it worked out because I was like, okay, well, I was under budget technically.
Yeah. I think it helped us because Gil had no idea.
Yeah.
To be fair, I didn't either.
No, I had no idea.
When boys don't know stuff.
Yeah, exactly. I don't need him to know really anything.
No.
But he didn't know.
Every day. We're like, why don't they know anything about this wedding we're planning?
We're like, I'm just following what you want.
Yeah. We prefer it. There's certain things that we prefer. Okay, so not super opinionated except for Mr. Matthew.
And then didn't get it.
Yeah.
He has a lot of wild dreams.
Yeah. I didn't really realize for men's wedding rings how many different options there were.
Same.
Like the thickness.
Right.
There's
and
like the millimeters, like comfort.
Matthew's everyday one has like a little, I don't know, like a little ridge and edge on it.
Wait, so when does he wear the family one? The one from...
Never.
Well, he hadn't been married that long.
He wore it at the wedding.
Oh, he did wear it at the wedding.
Yeah. That's what he like wore for us to get married and stuff. But he's like, I can't wear this every day. I'm going to lose it. And like,
and then
speaking of someone who loses jewelry, like it's their job. I really couldn't be like, that sounds like a bad idea.
Yeah.
I'd be like, why would you take it off? Yeah. What are you doing?
No, Matthew forgot it the other day and I called him while he was at work. I'm like, do you feel naked right now? He's like, is my ring there?
You're like, no, it's not. Where is it?
Yeah, like,
I'm like, no, I just was tingling.
I just knew. Mary Lou, you mentioned this too of like the gap between the engagement ring and wedding band. And that's something that like a lot of people have mentioned is like struggling to find.
Trend? Is it not?
Yeah.
My mom has it.
And it's like, I think it's personal preference.
I really think so too. So is everything though. Like all my ring is yellow gold. All of them are. And I know they say like, don't set your diamonds in yellow gold. It makes them less clear. But it's like, if you want yellow gold, like get yellow gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, you know, if you want to mix metals, mix metals.
Do your thing.
Do your thing.
Yeah.
Well, we'll get to that.
That's
It's like if you want to Sharpie your gems, Sharpie them.
No, I said,
Actually, don't do that.
don't do that.
She's like, please don't do that.
Don't.
You did not hear that from us.
No, that was a professional.
We're not liable for anything you hear on this podcast. Please follow, subscribe, like, and download.
Yeah, I think it's personal preference, but I know there's a lot of people who are like, what do I do? Do I find a curved band? Do I,
I think my best advice is to like actually go in and talk to people and like, you can talk to people at the jewelry store and they'll work with you on pricing. Like you can be like, this is kind of a design I really love. And I think a lot of the times they'll be like, okay, in your price range, like we can do this, this, or this that is similar to this. And they might not be exactly what you want, but I think that's like my biggest takeaway is like go to the people who are making it. Cause like you said, Kate, you saw that one band online and it was like crazy expensive. And then in person, when you're talking to them, you could find a different option.
Exactly.
So, and there's a lot of things that like you could get a topaz on your, if you want to do Caitlin's band is like emerald diamond. You could always do like green topaz and then later get it replaced with emeralds.
Right.
Like no one knows and no one's really asking. And like, you can always upgrade.
You can always upgrade.
It's in the books. Hopefully. Just kidding. I actually love my band.
Yeah. Marshall, what advice would you give to somebody starting to look at bands or struggling to decide?
don't do it too late because
Yeah, because then it's almost your wedding and you have no money and you're like, I have to
Exactly.
buy money
Yeah.
stuff for myself.
it's like the budget, like, it dwindles.
Evaporates.
And then also if they have to like special make it or like order it or something, like sometimes it can take longer to come in. We were like a month out when we,
Okay.
so that was probably,
Marshall
that's
was
a good
nervous.
question. So you were a month out from your wedding. You were a couple months.
Yeah. I think I got mine like maybe 1 month out it came in.
Okay. But you had picked it out.
I picked it out a long time ago, but I think it wasn't ordered for a little bit, but I'm not sure. Because like I don't think it took from when I picked it out to when I got it to get it.
Yeah.
So I don't know how accurate my timeline is to share.
and it also just depends on like where you get it. Like if it's a small like local jeweler,
Right.
like, you know,
Pop in
the
at
timeline.
Diamonds Direct
Yeah.
or Jared's.
Right.
Or,
And some of those places like Diamonds Direct or Jared's or like, isn't that like a Diamond Zone?
Diamond Zone. I don't know. There's like Brilliant.
There's a lot of them.
Whatever, but yeah, you get the picture. But
Yeah.
you can go to them and like all the rings in their cases, I think, are CZ. Like they usually don't have a bunch of diamonds on display. Like they might in their antique like section or like their like vintage ring section, but like most of them are CZs and they want you to order them. They don't keep a bunch of just like
they ordered
1,000 diamonds in a in a cabinet.
Right.
Like
Well, that is kind of funny because one of our friends, he proposed and he went into Diamonds Direct. And for the engagement ring, he was like, I need this like by, I think he went in on a Wednesday and he was like, I need this by Friday. And they were like,
Sir.
I don't. And
they're
like,
are
again,
you sure you want to do this? Are you rushing into things?
they were like,
Seems a
and
little
again,
less in
like
it.
Diamonds Direct, like I feel like they typically do have a little bit like larger inventory.
Right, because they do.
And they were like, we are not sure. And he was like, okay, I'll go somewhere else.
Like, sir, good luck.
And they were like, no.
Yeah. We'll find
Hold your
one.
horses. We'll
figure it out.
We'll make it happen.
We'll send someone to the mountain.
Yeah. And so he got it. But it was just interesting to your point of like, they don't necessarily, depending
in
where you
stock.
go,
Yeah.
it's not
Right.
just like, oh,
and,
yeah.
and they might have someone's ring that is coming in 5 weeks and they can do a switch it, change it, rearrange it, or like, but that's the other thing. You can always do lab growns.
Yes.
There are so many options these days.
Yeah.
One funny story I know about someone that got their wedding rings is the husband like ordered it online, which I think is also a thing. Like always go in maybe.
If you can try it on, I would suggest.
He ordered it online and accidentally ordered it in rose gold, and that didn't really fit with the bride's
Aesthetic.
vibe, aesthetic. And so he couldn't return it though. It was like a non-returnable, like if
That's
you buy
tough.
this. So like she was like, sorry, you have to buy another.
Ooh.
But like, I mean, like,
I mean, fair though. Like, it's not really what she wanted.
yeah, I mean, it's kind of something you have to wear every day.
Yeah.
And if, like your other ring,
And rose gold is like, it's a newer metal.
very different. It's like,
It's
Caitlin-
not.
Yeah.
I don't know if people really mix rose gold with like yellow gold or platinum
yeah,
or
not
anything.
quite, I
I
don't
don't think, so it might stick out like in not a way she wanted.
I think rose gold is like kind of coming onto the scene though.
No, it definitely is.
yeah.
It's just not as like, it hasn't been
Prevalent,
around as
yeah.
long.
Well, also, I feel like it would look like weird with like yellow gold.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe with the ring she had too. I mean, I think that's kind of valid that she was like, okay, well,
Yeah.
this is not really what I want.
That's tough.
But that's like also like, so when you're ordering, like this is like, if you're spending a lot of money, everyone do a double check.
Yeah.
Yes.
Go in.
Another thing I thought about when you're trying on rings and not just like how comfortable something is, like I did not get my diamonds all the way around. Like I think I got half, or I have like 7 stones.
Yeah.
Because I've had a couple of friends who have they had diamonds
Yeah.
all the way around and they lost them because they're like really kind of like hard on, so, and they like popped out.
Well,
Oh, God.
I actually ordered because I thought I knew what band I wanted like a few weeks after I got engaged because
Why not?
Yeah. Because you were big in the planning scene.
So I ordered it. Like, Matthew, we'll deal with this later. And then I got it. And literally, do you guys remember this?
Yes.
I'm telling on myself a little bit, but whatever. They gave me my money back already. So I went and got it sized for my finger. And then I went to a workout class. And so I had it on my finger because I didn't want to like leave it in a locker or anything. And I came out of the workout class and one of the diamonds was missing. And I was like, oh gosh.
Yeah.
So I called the place and I'm like, because I had just signed a form for them to release it to me at the sizing place, which was a different jeweler. So I had to call the other jeweler, and she just goes, "Oh my gosh, those diamonds fall out all the time. Like, do you really want us to send you another?" I was like,
Oh my God.
"No, I'll just send it back. Thanks." But like, I feel
Thanks
like
for the honesty, though.
yeah, but
Yeah,
like, also
but
I
it would have
just
been
saw
more helpful
At the
before.
beginning.
I also saw it online and just bought. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I'm just saying, like,
So you're speaking from experience also of like go on and try it on.
yeah.
And
And
just think
have
about
them
things
tell
like
you that before you buy it.
Right. Or just like, there are so many different options and stuff. Moissanite, like they can do a lot of things. If you do want to look like you're a mom with a husband who's won the Super Bowl, you could.
You can. You might not be able to.
Yeah.
You might have to have a moissanite or something, but there's no shame in that.
Yeah.
Get what you want.
No one's asking.
No. And if they do, they're tacky.
Yeah. No one's gonna be like, is that a Moissanite? They might be like, how many carats?
Yeah.
My cousin, he's 23.
Okay. 23-year-olds know nothing.
They know nothing. I know. But
Sorry to anyone who's 23 and listening. You'll get it one day.
Yeah.
Well, his girlfriend was like, she like showed him a picture of an engagement ring, and he showed me, and I was like, wow, that's about 4 carats.
Oh my God.
I said, does she want lab grown? And he was like, no, she wants real. And I was like,
Of course she does. Don't
He's
we
like, no,
all?
she wants a blood diamond.
I was like, oh, okay.
Sir.
You better start saving your money.
Lols.
Yeah.
Also, I've heard girls say this before, and this is about engagement rings. So, like, every year we've been together is like 10 grand or a carat or something. And I'm like, boys like don't understand money.
No.
Saying anything like that freaks them
Carats,
really
yeah.
out. Like if you're like, every year is a carat, and then they go and Google how much is a 4-carat ring, and it'll say like 100 grand or something.
Yeah,
Then they're
it's
going to be like, oh
insane.
my God, I'll never be able to get married and have a kid. So
You're
you
just going to
really,
scare them away.
Yeah.
you really have to be delicate with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Get them to the store first.
Yeah, and have the salesperson who's like maybe a professional let them know how affordable it can be. And some places do payment plans.
They do. You can finance the
Yeah.
diamond.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They can butter you up with some champagne and like make the
you feel good.
experience good.
Yeah.
Make it way
My
better
mom
than
and I,
Google.
before I got my ring, my mom and I did go to a bunch of places and try it, like everything on.
I remember that.
I really wanted a pearl engagement ring.
Oh, really?
I remember that.
The jeweler was like, you can't do it.
Yeah.
He was like, it's not rough enough for every day or whatever.
That's
They're
what
too soft.
Too soft.
Yeah.
one of my friend's moms is a jeweler, and she said that about my emerald. She was like, it's too soft. And I was like, I'm not really like using my hands
I know.
much.
I'm a little rough and tumble. Well, I wanted a 3-stone with 2
Yeah, I
remember that,
pearls and
Yeah.
1
Oh, yeah.
diamond in the center.
That's your engagement ring is different
Yeah.
because
It hangs
Yeah.
off.
okay, so let's talk about a little bit of some wedding band trends or wedding ring trends. Number 1, thin bands. I feel like that's like a little bit of a comeback, embracing simplicity.
I feel like mine's really simple looking.
And it's, it was just me.
I'll be honest, I don't even remember what yours looks
Yeah.
like. And I
You guys
can't
are
look
That's why I literally was hoping that you would,
on.
have it on.
It's just horizontal baguettes.
No, I remembered that, but I haven't seen the 3 of them together.
No, she didn't.
I didn't.
I knew that, but I haven't seen the 3 of them together.
I sent you the link to my wedding album, didn't I?
Yeah, but I was looking at pictures of like me.
You. Oh.
Did you guys like how you could search by a person's face?
I did see that.
Everyone's freaking out. And then in one of the faces was the head, the base.
Just the head.
That's
I
hilarious.
was like, do you want to see pictures with this person?
Well, they say that with the average carat size increasing, that people are opting for like daintier rings to let the main stone take center stage.
Right. Well, mine, I feel like I didn't get very big ring at all. But it's like, it's so my style. Like, so I kind of was like,
Well, that's where, again, it's like all personal.
yeah.
And then the second trend would be curved or like the chevron bands. And so a curved would be like a dip, and the chevron is like a V shape. And
What
so
is that if you get like pear though? I feel like it's like not a lot of, or like what goes with the chevron?
Would you get an
dip?
oval?
So I guess an oval, it would be cool.
Yeah.
I feel like Hailey Bieber has that.
my brother's wife, she has a double halo around her, like, I think it's a solid, or I think it's an oval. And she did a V chevron band.
I like the V. I wouldn't go with like mine,
Yeah.
but I think it's pretty.
Yeah. And then the third trend of 2024 are the cigar wedding bands, which are like the super wide ones.
I know, those are cool. I thought about maybe doing
those
something
were cool.
like wacky like that.
I know. I love
it,
them,
but I wouldn't want it as my band. I would just want like a cigar, like
Right.
ring.
Well, you kind of, your aura ring, I feel like, is like,
I know, yeah. I do like that though.
Sleeping girl.
but it looks, I know, but it looks like, it looks cool. Like
It does, yeah.
Except for right now, I don't have it stacked.
I know, but usually she has it stacked and she has it fitted for her pointer finger. So it's kind of like,
Cigar
she's
ring.
cooler than other girls.
Yeah, so cool.
Not like
She's
other
not like
girls.
other girls.
Not like the other girls. And then the fourth trend that we'll touch on would be the mixed metals, pops of color, combining warm and cool tones, adding colored gemstones, alternative metals, especially for men.
Yeah. Matthew wanted like 80 different. Matthew's like, I want a black one. He's like, I'm going to get a rubber band one. I'm like, why don't you just tattoo a ring on your finger then?
Oh my
like,
God,
what
I'm
is with all
dead.
these charades?
It is funny because Kyle, he was like, I want a rubber one. And I was like,
Never in my life.
but he goes fishing. So he was just in the Bahamas for a week.
I get that, but then don't wear a ring.
He was really loyal to the game.
That's sweet.
And you
Yeah, I know. He was like, no, I'm married. I went
do not hit on me.
He's like, I will be in a foreign country, Caitlin. Women might want me.
He's like, I want to go to the grocery store and look homeless, and people know that somebody still chose me.
He's like, I'm going down there and I'm driving my own boat.
Yeah,
He's like, you don't
Girls
want me to wear a
love
wedding
boats,
ring?
okay?
yeah. So yeah, I got him. I put that in his stocking last Christmas after our wedding.
Aw.
Gil was adamant
that.
about not wanting one of, are they silicone or something?
Yeah.
I was like, well, you don't do anything.
Does it smell bad?
Well, he just, no, he just is like, I just would probably just not wear my ring.
Yeah,
But
Matthew's too forgetful. Like if he's gonna put on the gold ring, he would put on this. If he's gonna forget the gold ring a lot, he's gonna forget this silicone.
I'm shocked that he hasn't.
Yeah.
He has like a whole process, and yeah, when he does his like all of the activities and hobbies this man has, he's like, I'm wearing my silicone ring. But I did find
My
a place
dad
that has, it looks like it's metal.
Right. My
And so it was
dad,
just like,
I think wears like ones that are stainless steel now.
Yeah.
But he's like, you can't like take them to a jeweler to get them stretched or anything. Like you have to know your size when you like order it.
and that's like for people. One of Gil's friends has a stainless steel one, and he's like, I think he works for like Boeing or something, and it's like he
is
hits
like
it a lot.
using his hands.
Yeah.
I have no idea what my dad wears. My
I know, I'm like trying to think of like,
But he plays golf.
yeah.
Gil plays golf, but like he just.
My dad has like it was funny when he like was like showed me like 8 wedding bands. He was like, this one's your grandfather's. He was like, which one do you think Matthew wants? He like had so many. I'm like, oh, what do you just collect these?
He's like, yes.
I have like other people's bands on.
Yeah, same, but sometimes.
All right. Well, to wrap up, so interesting. I originally wanted to do the game as a this or that of our like celebrities' engagement and wedding ring combinations.
Oh,
And nobody has all that stuff posted.
that's like a hard combo too.
A hard combo. I'm just like, are
Also, when you send that text to the group, I totally didn't read it fully, and I said Victoria, David
Yeah.
Beckham's purple looks.
Well-
then I read it back, and you're like, anyone have
Yeah.
the engagement rings they love?
and Victoria Beckham has 18, I think.
I know
engagement
she
rings.
does. No, I'm obsessed with it.
Yeah, she has
They're
18.
all huge.
They're all huge.
Yeah.
But that was
She gets like a new one every year.
so then I was
if
wondering.
I was that hot,
But that's what I was wondering.
Yeah, I
Are
would probably be
celebrities,
getting one
do
that
they
much,
just like, they're like, I'm just having one massive ring and I don't care and I'm not doing a band?
yeah, probably. But also, like Khloe Kardashian, I think has like worn an engagement ring like for a long time, and it's just like I can afford a giant diamond. This is like the best finger to put it on. And
Yeah.
like, when she's like, I'm literally not dating anyone, and like Kris Jenner always wears a giant one too.
Huge one,
But,
yeah.
like her and Corey Gamble are like in a committed relationship.
Forever.
They're not like, I just think it's so like different now.
Yeah, I agree. So we're
Celebrities
just,
have never played by the rules.
No,
They've,
they
play
literally
by their
never
own
have.
they name
And so
their
they,
kids Apple.
they ruined my game. So we're just doing a this or that on engagement rings. And like, there's some people decided to show their wedding band, but like not everybody.
Oh, okay.
So first off, we have mixed like stones. So we have Blake Lively and Lily Collins.
And is Blake Lively's the pink?
They're both pink.
I really like Blake Lively's.
I do too.
It's massive.
And usually I
huge.
love Lily Collins because, like,
Her in general.
yeah, we're like vibey, but like,
yeah,
Blake's like,
is massive.
yeah.
I just love it.
Okay.
My ring is more Lily Collins vibes, but like, whatever.
I mean, I really like that. Okay. Hailey Bieber or Kourtney Kardashian?
Hailey
Both
Bieber.
massive.
Both massive. I like Hailey Bieber's though.
They're both
agree.
They're
massive
very
ovals.
similar, I feel like.
They're similar, but I feel like, I
Hailey
don't know.
Bieber just got a new ring, though. Did you guys not see that?
No, I didn't. This is old, I guess.
When she announced she was pregnant,
Oh,
she
did
got
she
a
get like
second. It's even bigger, and she's wearing that one on her hand too.
Oh my, both?
I think she might wear it on the second hand.
Oh, okay.
She's wearing them both at the same time, though.
Wow.
I know.
I think Kourtney Kardashian's has a hidden halo.
Yeah, it does.
It's pretty though.
It's pretty, but
I like that one.
Hailey
I like
Bieber is
Hailey
my
Bieber.
icon. Sorry.
But I also like her wedding
her
ring
band,
with it.
yeah.
Right. I agree.
Okay. Megan Fox or
Radzikowski for forever over
Yeah.
Megan Fox.
yeah, I agree.
Is Megan Fox an
Is she
emerald?
still engaged?
I don't know.
I've been like trying to figure that one out.
I'm not
for a while.
sure.
Are they not getting married?
I don't know. I feel like they broke up.
Like Courtney and Travis did the thing, I feel like a while ago.
Yeah, I'm not sure. But again, it was like two different kind of stones
It's called
combined.
isn't it called a moi et toi?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, something like that. Yeah.
Something like that. And sometimes this is crazy though. I read sometimes they're magnetic.
Right. It's
Yeah.
because it's supposed
Yeah.
to be like the two of you together. That was kind of, I also thought about doing that with one pearl, one diamond.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't think the two stone would have been my thing to rock. I wanted
It's-
the
I do
Very
like
cool,
that
though.
whole.
it's very cool. Like Ariana Grande did that.
I feel like if we were rich enough, then we could do that. But then like, what if
I
it
would
went
do
out of
3
trend?
stones. I think if I would have had I'm going to have 3 rocks when I get my upgrade.
I
Yeah.
think Megan Fox's looks more trendy.
I
Okay.
agree.
You know?
It looks like a heart a little bit.
Oh, I
Just
saw.
like a disjointed heart.
I didn't like that. I saw it.
So, like,
and I didn't put it in here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Last 3 stone, just for you.
And they both look kind of emerald cut-ish, which is like
One of, I think this, so we got Demi Lovato and Meghan Markle. I think Demi Lovato is an emerald cut, and then Meghan Markle, I think, is oval.
Oh wow. My bad eyes.
I like Demi Lovato's.
Me too.
I like
Who
the
was
cut.
Demi Lovato engaged
I was literally.
to?
I had no idea.
I think it was a random. And then didn't he like
Are they still engaged?
No, for sure not. I think it was a random guy. And then I think like after he would be like, Demi Lovato called me. And like there's like an article every day with him, like clickbait.
gosh.
It's
That's
like,
hilarious.
dude, we get why you got engaged. And we get
totally
why
understand.
Demi, we get why you ended it.
Jordan Lutz.
Yeah. Weirdo.
Well, this may not be a surprise,
Wait,
but
is
I
that a
like
different
Meghan
one?
Markle's.
Oh God.
It is pretty. I do like it.
Well, that's disappointing, Caitlin.
Well, I have a oval center
Yes.
stone and a 3 stone.
It doesn't look like that.
No, it doesn't look like that at all. Thank you. I'm not Meghan Markle.
Yeah. My meme listens to this podcast. I can't say anything nice about Meghan Markle.
I know. I don't love an emerald cut. Like it would not look good on my finger.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God. All right.
I have
Sorry,
an
I'm
emerald
like-
cut.
I'm like
I know, but it
really
wouldn't-
into
this
like figuring out
Demi Lovato's ring would not look good on my finger.
Right. It wouldn't look good on mine either. Maybe it would.
I think it'd look good on me.
I look iced
Yeah,
out,
you have
though.
long fingers,
my whole,
Marshall.
my
that's
whole
true.
entire arm.
I
would
have
freeze.
short,
That was
stubby.
different. Demi Lovato's engaged to someone else now. That was a different man.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
She has a pair now, apparently.
Okay, well,
I like a good pair if it's big.
really? Mm-hmm. All right,
I
well,
like a pair
everybody,
sometimes.
you're going to have to check out, make sure you're following our Instagram so that you can
Yeah, if
see
you want to
these
see
pics.
the rings.
And Marshall will be sure to post them.
I will.
And you guys can vote on what your favorites are.
Yeah, we want to
Yes.
know y'all's opinions.
Because there's so
Your
many
unveiled
options.
opinions.
And they could be unveiled if you're feeling it.
Give us the unveiled. All right. Well, that
Is a wrap on Monday.
whoop whoop.
I can't wait to go to sleep. Surprise!
Sun's still out.
Surprise! Like, follow, subscribe, download Unveiled Opinions. Bye.
Bye.